for kind of the hedging your bets against the chaotic circles in that regard. That's why I think a lot of teams are kind of going for that, but they often weren't looking for those third-party opportunities, weren't looking for kills, and this is something I mentioned on the broadcast yesterday, that when you look at how they've done in PGS this year, they're one of the few teams that they do like way better in placement points than kill points, and that is a rarity and a something that you just can't be doing in this game right now.
The mind-boggling one for me, hands down. Mind absolutely boggled by AGAL. First game, 14th, 0 kills. Second game, 14th, 3 kills. Third game, 9th with 0 kills. Finally, we got a second place with 11 kills, and I thought maybe they were coming alive, but then no, it goes back to 12th, 0 kills, 13th, 3 kills. I know that we can talk about that there's some inconsistency. In that squad, but what is going on? That squad should be able to find kills. The problem.
I agree. I mean, it felt like outside of that game where it came down to that, situation was them versus Myth in the very end of the game. Right, came down to a tight circle, but that one's harder for me to put my finger on because you don't get to see a lot of them because they were getting knocked out of the game so early.
Yeah.
So we were just really weren't kind of focusing on them as a whole. So what you did see was them hemorrhaging players in the kill feed early, whether it be like Delwyn or Hemas. I saw them going down, first, 10 minutes multiple times, and that can't be happening.
Okay, enough questions. We've got the airplane taken off, and we are ready to go. It is going to be way down to the south. Plane path starting south of Novo and kind of ending to the west of Gatka. So this is going to be pretty crazy here. Don't forget, now we're adding in some heavy hitters of 17 Gaming. I mean, we've got, of course, Falcons and the big question marks with Na'Vi, and how crazy do they go in a group stage?
Oh, for sure. Na'Vi, a team that you absolutely are expecting to do damage here. I mean, especially with what you saw from Twisted Minds yesterday. And, VP still did okay. I mean, yes, it isn't up to the standards that maybe we've come to expect for VP, but you expect Na'Vi here to be just as good as those other two teams. So certainly should be a pretty solid day for them. I of course am going to talk about Gen G because they've been struggling a lot this year. You would think bringing in Soul and Salute, that dynamic duo from the 2003 PGC championship team that were absolutely going crazy for them. Hasn't really worked out in bringing D from the Americas over to the team as well, who looked really solid last year. Everything just hasn't come together.
I was a little bit sold on the idea. The squad D coming into it, I thought was kind of interesting, but we just haven't seen anything cement in. And you're right, this is a squad that really you think that you could just kind of put Salute on one side of the circle and Soul on the other, and they just kind of meet in the middle and find themselves a victory at some point. But it's just not really been happening, as we got long stretches coming up from JDG going up to Georgia Pole. It is also going to be set soon in the boys just to the south of them. But Sharper gets the lion's share of the circle. That is mostly fields.
Yeah, this one... We had a circle that ended kind of in those fields that are southwest of Pubg. So still could end up in that vicinity or a field somewhere along the way. That is the large percentage of this part of the map. But again, new circles means we have a lot of different ways that this can shake out at this event. Spyro just going to be doing a little bit of chillin'. Navi going for that west of farm split. And they have quite a bit of access to things. Now Salute right next to Salalzi here. He's going to try to pit maneuver him. Is there anything to follow this up?
I don't know if anybody's even got any guns yet. Finally, a couple of shots going to come out, and there it is. Himas down. Looks like he should be flushed in just a second. And anyone's legend, just anyone's target right now.
Oh, this is great. I mean, for Gen G, not good for AGAL, but Gen G needs to get off to a good start here, I think, to build that confidence for this event, to be that team that we all know that they have the potential to be. A nice headshot there with the mutant, with the iron sight from Salute. After a nice spin out, really well orchestrated there. They do a little bit of punishing onto AGAL, and then they're going to
Here, the more of these nades pop off, the more problems going to start mounting. And even if he has to try to get out of this now, shots going to be coming out from JD Gaming. But on the lower section, Petrichor Road is already moving. And might be able to cut off his escape.
Oh boy, he is lucky to get away there. Rex really nifty driving. Had to go in reverse down that hill too. That is not easy at all. JDG had a moment, they did the damage, but they weren't able to take the point.
Quick update, we did see that anyone's legend managed to get Hamas back in. They went ahead, rezzed him, he's coming in on the helicopter in just 1 second. So regroup, get him some guns, maybe find some more points for that squad. Rotators right now are going to be, of course, AGAL. It's going to be right up next to Rozhok coming in. Falcons coming into the circle very slow. No rush at all. Pretty much the furthest squad out from this, as well as Gen G and VC just now touching the circle.
Yeah, it seems to be a lot more the MO for Falcons these days. They're happy to drop on the extremities. You know, talking to Gunnar a little bit about it. Part of it is just that way you don't have to mess with the hot drops at the global events as much. Like, they have a little more freedom. They learn how to play. You know, if you're a good edge team, if you're an aggressive edge team, which we know they can be, they can take some points in the kill department, easy peasy. T1 does have a wide split vitality in front of them. Levante all on his own inside of that observatory, just over the other side of the hill. Quizzy down the road from him, but right now doesn't seem like T1 too keen to get aggressive. Can be a little tricky. There's a little bit of flat open space between you and this compound that he's in. For now, T1 just going to be chilling, taking their little ridge side. Pretty defendable there, as you can see. Have a lot of opportunities to kind of find some ways to hide, and as long as your back is clear, the top of that hill is safe.
Depending on how the circles go, Vitality is a great spot to pick up a couple more kills. Already prepping for the new circle pop that'll happen in about 30 seconds or so. It looks like JDG has managed to do an emergency pickup, but I think that might be a bit too fast. So I think that we'll have to see how the timing on it works. No, I take it back. I think that the timing for it should be just about right. So JDG can do an emergency pickup out of the top of Everest to kind of go wherever they need. And given how flat the circle is with the amount of fields in, no surprise. Late rotators and Falcons, like you were talking about, are going to be coming into this one perfectly timed. As the center meta is staying very strong. Most of our squads playing around there. It's just a little bit of external skirmishing going on as we stay near Everest and the fields.
And now you have some decisions to make as some of those teams in the center, like 17 Gaming, do you kind of coalesce into a 4-man, or you try to maintain your split that you have going in the dead center of that circle, maybe a 2-2. as I expect like the supers to stick with. Petrichor Road is a similar idea. So a lot of teams trying to just maintain their hold on what they've taken. That's going to send Falcons a little bit up to the north, but here's a crash.
Right up on top of everybody. Fulsense has one down, and it is a quick massacre coming up from T1. They wanted that, and they took it. Denadol's just running for his life on the outside, and his nades raining down upon him. He is trapped, and Fulsense is out early.
Nice crash here from T1. They find the weakened Fulsense and eliminate them very quickly. And don't take too much damage. EN there. Nice grenade, nice shooting, along with raining to clear out that chopstick. And oh my goodness.
Oh, VP had monitor on this for a while, so with the change up in positionings, it's going to be Tyloo that came for it. VP playing the other side, just a couple of buildings between, though. It does look like it's a little bit more complicated to work around on the inside of this, as Tyloo pretty trapped. VP has so many external angles that they've got this under control with.
Yeah, this has been really well orchestrated so far by VP. They haven't taken any damage, substantial damage, I should say. A grenade at that door, just in case they were trying to make their approach, but Kong Kong going to be backing off here just a little bit, trying to find a new angle, a new position. Just going to be holding the line. Has a teammate above him, but if they clear him out,